G'day everybody, welcome back from Steve and Kaz to Mud Ducks 4-Drive Touring this week. Last week we left you at Cooinbil Campground in the hut, and this week we're going off to show you a homestead, some nice rivers and water holes, some more campgrounds and possibly some more huts. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Put a like on it if you're excited, subscribe if you're new, and to the old hands, you are all legends. See you down there, hope you enjoy it. Rugged north to the beautiful south to the centre, east, west, doesn't matter where. For 4-Drive tips and tricks and travel and information, you've come to the right place. Come for a ride with us, Mud Ducks 4-Drive Touring. Well, travelling around, we've arrived at Coolaman Homestead. A little bit of a walk in there, so we're going to have a look at it. We're just exploring this country, guys. We've got nothing in mind, don't know what to see. We're just New South Wales high country, thought why not. And this is the Parks Vehicles Access track. There's a walking track in front of where I parked the 200, but we'll walk down this way. Saw some hikers wandering through here a minute ago, but they've disappeared. Old sort of a shack here. Not sure what that's about.
This house was built by South Wales soon after arrival in Coleman as managers as Frederick Campbell in 1882.
Wow.
It was originally 2-room dwelling with a third room and a sleep out being added in 1890s. Newspapers which were glued to the inside walls to stop the drafts date back to 1883.
Cool. Lots of other information boards on here about the Coolaman Homestead. Some photos of the amount of buildings that were here. Pretty interesting. This little humpy's just ready on the edge of it. Coolaman Homestead became part of Kosciuszko National Park in 1977. Before then it was a private holding and had not been permanently occupied for many years. This, together with its isolation and damage caused by visitors using the building timbers for firewood, led to the rapid deterioration of the homestead. It's a bit sad. Anyway, looks like they're restoring it. So, from the little hut, there's a pit toilet. And the homestead's down there in the distance. Now, I'm not going to video walk down to the homestead. We'll just walk down there and have a look. What have you found here, Kaz?
I found that the stockman yards, they used to change from time to time depending on the stock. It was sheep, cattle, horses. Depends what they were, what we call breeding or holding or
what they were running.
Right, running at the time.
See how it used to look. See if I can get that. Hope that's a reasonable shot, guys.
They tried to rebuild it in some type of way in the 1980s.
Doesn't look like it's succeeded.
No, definitely not.
Looking around from that stockyard down to the Coolaman Homestead buildings themselves, looks pretty cool. Nice area. Imagine running livestock out here. About 1200 metres, 1250. So the kind of place you just carve out the bush and live here. One of the old buildings. Not sure what this one was used for. A what? A cheese hut. How dark is it in here?
Very.
Oh, pretty dark.
You have to put your light on.
It's actually, oh, it's okay. The cheese hut.
Built in 1889.
Tell us about it, Kaz.
Okay, Thomas.
She hates this.
Mr. Thomas Franklin of Peppercorn, a lease in the northwest of Coolaman and Brindabella. It's a few interlocking log buildings in the high country.
It's pretty cool. Don't know if you see that, guys, but
it's actually interlocking.
That's a thatched roof. Pretty good.
The building was designed and provided a constant internal temperature. The thick solid logs, sapling roof frame and snow grass thatched ceiling provided insulation and stable environment for storing and maturing dairy products.
Oh, I love me cheese.
Such as cheese.
That was the cheese hut. This looks like the main homestead down here. Pretty interesting construction. Let's go in here and have a look. Old fireplace that they're not using anymore. Campbell House. Okay. Bit of reading in there. Wow, the newspapers on the walls that we're reading about up in the cheese hut. They've put some perspex over them so that they stay protected, which is understandable. Just some old papers in here. Trying to see some dates. It's all pound, shilling and pence, of course, back in that era. Sure, if I look around long enough, I'll find some dates on these newspapers. But that's pretty cool. You know, stalkers lurking at the window. The wood storage area, that's pretty cool. The fireplace here. Visitor's book. More of these newspapers. You can feel the history come alive. Oh, here's one. Furniture sale at Adelong, Saturday, 20th of August 1960. You just feel like part of history. The world in pictures. That one there, hope you can see it, guys. Speed Up Recruits Train, that's in 1930. That paper's from. That's impressive. There's a visitor's book here somewhere, so Kaz will be signing that for us because she's got the much nicer handwriting. So if you come down to these places, guys, just, I know you will, just respect them. Don't do anything strange or whatever, but they're just real parts of history, these. I'll take you a walk to the other buildings and show you them. That's the front of the homestead. So you can just imagine, there's a log here, so I'll just try it. Sitting out here on your old rocking chair, there's your view. It's not too bad. I think of worse ways to spend your day. Not bad at all. Really do feel like part of history walking around in these places. And look, I have to be honest, I didn't find this on my own. I recently watched an episode of Pat Callahan's 4-wheel drive adventures, and he drove through all this part of the country, and he came here, so it's sort of following Pat and the Hat's footsteps. So thanks, Pat. Let's have a look in this one. I won't turn the light on in here, you guys. I'll see how this one just comes up without added lighting. Southwell House. Ooh. This building was used as a residence for outstation managers during the time of the Southwells. William and Sarah Taylor, Timothy Keller leaseholder, built the original 2-room slab hut in 1885. Oh. Might get a bit dark in here, guys. So this was your station manager's property. So there you go. If you're high on the payroll, this was your house. Oh dear. There's something in them. No practical way to shut that door. Doesn't seem to have a catch. It's got a couple of pit tunnies down there, but the signs on them say they're shut. So we won't be going around that area. Another old building here. There's a lot of old buildings in this place. Well, dark in here, guys. The kitchen. The present kitchen is the third to have been built on this site. The first kitchen was a timber horizontal drop slab building constructed during the 1890s. Extensions were made in 1909 and 1916. The original kitchen was destroyed by fire in 1919. Kitchen fires were not uncommon in those times, which is why most kitchens were built separate to the main residence. There you go. A temporary cookhouse was built and used until the current building was completed in 1921. The building was later converted into a garage, and the main room in Campbell House was used as a kitchen. There you go. Don't think it's a garage anymore. Looks like they've blocked up the ends of it, or the sides of it, so you can't park in it anymore. There you go, the old kitchen burnt down. Can't say that's surprising. Alright, let's wander back up to the truck now and see what else there is to see in this area. Right, driving around our tracks, we've come to the Blue Waterholes.
Yes, if they're blue, but it's not guaranteed because it's been raining, they're that way because of the lime that's in the water. And here's a graph and everything to show you exactly what happens.
She's got explanations, hasn't she? It's the minerals that collect in the pools and give the water its colour. But if it's rained a lot, like it has done the last few days, they're probably not blue. Anyway, we'll go for a look and see what they look like. Led to believe it's reasonably popular for swimming, but it's only 17 degrees today, so we're not going to bother. Well, we'll go for a wander down here. Come down this walking trail a little bit. There's a river down there. We're standing like a lookout. That hole in the rock's a big cave. Pretty interesting. It's nice, very granity area this. Pretty nice to look at though. We'll keep wandering, I think. Now, things to do in this area. I've come down to the Blue Waterhole now. There's a lot of walks down here, so you can go for good hikes. So probably a good launching point, the Blue Waterholes. So that's something to do down here. Now the waterhole's supposed to look a lot bluer than this, but with the amount of rain there's been, it's not as blue as it could be, but it's still very pretty. It's very clear. Nice fresh mountain water. It looks very, very nice. And there's that cave just across the river. And I'm not going to go over there, guys, so there's a little one there, a bigger one up there, possibly not the ones you could see from the lookout, that might be further around, but it's pretty spectacular. Now what you can see behind me is the Blue Waterhole. It's not looking very blue today, because obviously there's been a lot of rain and it's washed a lot of minerals out, but normally it'd be quite blue. In a hotter day, well, I could nearly do it today, you'd go for a dip in there, but I'm not dressed to go for a dip, and nobody needs to see this uncovered, do they? So, warmer weather, that'd be pretty good, especially when it's blue. But it's still a nice place, and well worth a look. Let's go, Anna.
That's not Anna.
You're not Anna?
No.
Shit. Who are you then?
I have no idea.
Crikey, don't tell Kaz then. Hopefully you can hear me okay, guys. We've done a bit of a scenic touristy thing, running around having a look at Blue Waterhole, which by now you should have seen, and we're heading back to our campground now. We literally drove through our campground to get here, so we're going back there, set up for the night. It's only 10 to 2, but that's okay. Have a nice afternoon, just relaxing. We're on holiday. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is it. Well, after a reasonable day exploring, we've made it to camp. Now, I haven't videoed us setting up camp, but here we are. And we're drying everything out after the rain. So the new tent is out and all the windows are open to dry. The awning on the truck's open to dry. Everything's just open to dry. But it's not too bad. We got the solar out. We had some sun earlier, so that was pretty cool. And on the MPPT charger, I checked it earlier, even like that, we're still getting about an amp, so that's nice. Better than nothing anyway. So we're camping tonight at Coolaman Mountain Campground. And tomorrow we're going to basically head out of the park, well, out of this part of the park, and travel towards the Mount Selwyn ski fields area. And we've got a camp down there at 3 Mile Dam. So I'm not going to video into the night. Once again, the park's still in fire ban, so can't have a campfire. But that's just how it is, isn't it? So we're just going to enjoy our night here. We seem to be having better weather than we had yesterday, so that's a bonus. And we'll probably see you guys in the morning. Cheers. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, throw a like on it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Click the bell for notifications. And to the old hands, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch one of our clips. just leaving you with a couple of stills from the Blue Waterhole and then around to our campsite at Coolaman Mountain Campsite. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Next week we'll bring you some more of this fantastic national park, and we'll look forward to your company then. All the best, guys. Cheers from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks 4 Drive-Thru.